Rita Tinina. Rita, good morning. So what exactly can you tell us about this particular raid at the home of Engineer Michael Kamau?
A very good morning to you, Betty. We're in Karen, actually quite chilly here. And detectives attached to the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission were here this morning. They came about 5:30 in the morning in an attempt to arrest the former Cabinet Secretary, Transport Cabinet Secretary. They have been here. They left about 20 minutes ago, more than a dozen of them. And according to the family, they say they are being guided by the law. Remember last year, the former Cabinet Secretary was acquitted of charges of abuse of office as well as flouting procurement laws. Right now we are outside here. Initially when we got here, the detectives had denied us access to the home, but the family said, see, we have nothing to hide right now. The gates are open. The police were allowed in, but they did not have a warrant for either to arrest him or confiscate anything from this home, and so they have left. We also understand that the family is inside the house with one of the lawyers. We'll be seeing whether they will be speaking to us later on, but as of now, that is all we have, the information that we have. EACC detectives have been here from 5:30 in the morning. They have left, the family insisting that the detectives did not have a warrant, and the family also saying that they are being guided by the law, that the former Cabinet Secretary was acquitted last year. He had moved to court earlier on this year, seeking to have the case completely terminated. According to the law, remember, even if you're discharged by the court, you can be charged with the same offense again, and that is what the Cabinet Secretary was seeking when he moved to court this year. But the family is insisting for them it is what the Court of Appeal ruled last year, and it acquitted him of all the charges that he was facing. Betty.
All right, it's interesting details, of course, coming from you, Rita. So do we know what exactly Engineer Michael Kamau has had to say about this particular raid? Has he been able to speak to journalists?
No one has spoken yet to journalists, at least not on camera, but the members of the family that we are speaking to are just insisting that perhaps we could have a word with their lawyer later on. But for them, they're just saying they are being guided by the law. They have nothing to answer since Engineer Michael Kamau was acquitted by the court last year, and that is what they are insisting, that is what they are standing by, Betty.
All right, finally, Rita, I don't know if you mentioned something to do with, are there any documentation, anything really that we know that the detectives were able to extract from the house of Engineer Michael Kamau?
Nothing at all. I mentioned that they were allowed access. Everyone has, even if you came, you will be going into the house. You have seen the shots there. The gate is wide open. They have not taken anything from the house, and the family insists they also did not have any papers, any warrant of arrest or any other paper from the courts to indicate why they had come here in the morning, as I mentioned, at 5:30 in the morning. Betty.
All right, Rita Tinina there reporting from the home of the former Transport